see your lights turn on.
Hold on. Is that better?
That's pretty delayed. You need to fix your clapper.
Sorry, hold on. I mean, I got the clap. Never mind. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of the Level Up Show. Clap free. No, none of that STD stuff. What is the clap?
I don't know, but houses used to be infected with it, right? Everybody had the clap, right?
Yeah, I think everyone had the clapper at one point. It was just something. I think it came pre-installed in your little girl's room, your little boy's room, your wife's room.
You don't want the clap there. You don't.
I mean, I believe it's treatable, but I think everyone had to have it at one point. I think it was something that was required.
Anybody still has it? You think anybody still clapping?
I think there's plenty of people that still walk around with the clap on. Yeah, absolutely. EDP might be something that has maybe the clap.
It's easier to clap on than clap off.
You're right. Yeah, when you clap it on, it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. When you're trying to clap it off, it's almost impossible.
Ja Rule always said clap back. So if someone claps at you, you clap back.
Right. You know, that's a great rule to live by.
Revenge clap. That's not cool. It's not cool to revenge clap.
He was a prophetic guy, wasn't he, Ja Rule?
He had that one movie he produced, and he also listed God as an executive producer.
God executive produces everybody's life.
That reminds me, did you guys see that Fast and Furious 8 trailer?
Hell yeah, I did.
What the
trailer looks
was
ridiculous.
that?
Oh, movie's going to be amazing.
Oh, like what is the story there? I don't understand. It just is a bunch of random ass shit thrown together.
The story is Dom is killing everyone now.
I saw the XXX trailer, and I thought it was Fast Furious 8 at first. Well, it was on both TV spot, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Xander Cage? That doesn't sound like his name. I'm like, well, this isn't Fast.
Dom Toretto, way different. And by way different, I mean probably brothers.
Probably.
That's what I actually mean. Yeah, that Fast and Furious 8 trailer was just, I mean, it was all over the place. The Rock's going to prison to fight Jason Statham.
Is he a cop? I thought The Rock was a cop.
But he's infiltrating to get Jason Statham out because now they need Jason Statham's help.
Yeah, he's doing a face-off thing, right?
Yeah.
That's what's going on. Okay.
And then Dom is now a bad guy, like with.
Why don't they get Nicolas Cage in these movies? Why isn't Nicolas Cage in these movies?
I don't know that I want to see Nicolas Cage in one of those movies.
He was in that that movie where he was stealing cars.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah, he could totally.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
Oh, that movie's fucking garbage.
Robert Duvall in there, dude.
Robert Duvall's in it, yeah.
Jolie.
Giovanni Ribisi's in it.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite method actor.
I hate Giovanni Ribisi.
in the first Fast and Furious.
Your microphone's doing it again, just so you know.
Well, in the first one, there was a guy who looked like Giovanni Ribisi, and he got killed.
You're right. Walker. It's Paul Walker the whole time. He just dies over and over again like Kenny. Just it's a constant thing.
Prophetic
indeed. This is a video game podcast, in case anybody was wondering. We talk about video games here. We are fast approaching the end of the calendar year 2016. It has been a pretty good year for games. Like, truly, I feel pretty good about it. I don't want to get, wax, and think about the past already. We have another couple of weeks to go to the end of the year, and we'll talk about that then. But I feel pretty good as we approach the end of this year. Don't you guys?
I don't know. So many games not played.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I'd like to finish at least 2 more, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't disagree with you. I guess the part that I'm looking at is the fact that we had a lot of damn good games come out this year. We had a couple of games that had been in delay forever. We had some surprises that came out this year. It was a pretty good year for games. The Wii U died. The Switch has been born, kind of. It's like in the fallopian tubes, ready to go. At least it doesn't have the clap though, not yet. I don't know. I feel pretty good as I start to barrel.
Can you be born with the clap?
I think you could be born with anything. To be honest with you, anything.
Just come out clapping.
Yep, just 3 claps and a Ric Flair right as it comes out. 3 claps and a Ric Flair is what happened.
Ric Flair comes out and he smacked his mom's chest. That's what he did. And said,
was it the only bright red thing on her body? He come out and smacked her in the chest?
Yeah.
Then he fell off the top rope. What's he doing up there anyway?
He had those his blue underwear, his blue tights, and then the big fluffy coat right out of there.
Yeah, that's that nature boy. And the doctor's like, it's that nature boy.
And the legend was born. Oh man,
nobody knew what that meant.
If that's how he was born, I don't want to know how Andre the Giant was born. There might be a bloodbath.
He was.
I don't know. I think he was manufactured. Yeah,
He was manufactured. It was so much HGH injected into one woman, and then out came Andre the Giant.
She just became Andrea.
Andrea. She went from Andrea to Andre the Giant. That's why he died so young. Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, we're approaching the end of the year. We've all been kind of in crunch time with games. I've been trying to cram in as many as I possibly can. Games I haven't been able to play as much as I wanted to this year. Games I bought and didn't get to play, and stuff that I wasn't thinking about playing, and now I am. So as we get towards that, we've got a couple more weeks to go until we get into our game of the year proper. But that is something to look forward to. This week, what you call another slow news week. It's the dead of winter. We're almost at the end of it. There's not a lot getting announced, not a lot getting talked about, just kind of some random stuff here for you. So some quick hits on the news. Let's start out with the news really quick. First piece of business. Crytek has no money. Crytek is apparently shutting down some studios, and I'm not really sure why that is. I don't feel like they've had that many issues, but there's rumors going around that some of their employees weren't getting paid, right? Does anybody remember reading this?
I don't know. That seems likely. I think that happens in the game industry a lot before companies go under, which I don't know how you work that out. Like, how does that get worked out at the end? Like, your company goes under, how do those employees get paid?
Evolution
DLC. That's how.
Yeah.
From the article here, it looks like Crytek had struggled to pay the staff since May, but it said that last week the October salaries had arrived, with November salaries set to be paid this week. So they were 2 months behind on salaries, and then all of a sudden they decided to shut down a few different studios. It looks like it's shutting down its Budapest, its Bulgaria, South Korea, China, and Turkey studios.
I didn't even know they had that many.
Yeah, they have their own engine, so I wonder how that's going. I wonder how many people are actually using CryEngine. But
yeah, I don't know. It doesn't specify here, but that seems strange to me that they got to retool this. They got to retool everything, you know.
Well, one of the
CryEngine powered Sonic Boom, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a big deal.
Well, I know like they own, I think, the studio who developed Homefront: The Revolution, Dam Buster. I think that's what they're called. I think they own them. But
maybe, and because I think that game uses the CryEngine, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, but like, what else do they make besides like Crysis?
They made that Rise game.
Well, they made Rise. Yeah. Did they make something for VR?
They made Robinson the Journey.
Did they do the Climb?
Doesn't say that, but definitely said they made Robinson the Journey.
They probably didn't do the Climb then. I don't know. Like, nothing's really been hitting for them
lately.
For a while, so I don't know. That sucks, but someone else before, I don't remember who that was. It was THQ probably.
Yeah, it could be.
Hell, I don't know. Because they put out the first Homefront.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. They did the first Far Cry, and then Ubisoft just kind of took that from them. Bought it from them.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
It's just tough, man. You look at studios like that put out pretty decent games, then you got to shut down 5 different studios. But at the same time, like if you're not publishing anything, you're not working on anything, you're not making enough money, you can't spread yourself too thin. So I assume that this happens a lot in games, though, really, like where you're just waiting on something to hit or waiting on something big to happen. You're just waiting to pay people. I mean, I bet that shit happens higher or more often than we think.
Normally, if you got like a lot of people using your engine, you're probably raking in some money. Like that's what Epic was doing with Unreal Engine. I guess they're still doing it on
Right.
Engine 4. So I don't know. It's kind of surprising.
Maybe like Unity kind of took from them, or another one that people use a lot.
Well, they used to id used to have their own engine that everybody would use. I don't know if that's still in use anymore.
Yeah, it's like id Tech.
Yeah, I think it might just be internal with Bethesda developers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what the other main engines. So yeah, there's Unity, Unreal, and I'm not sure what other ones. There's some companies that do their own internal ones.
What was that Grand Theft Auto one?
Oh, I can't remember. Was it like Rage or something? Or
It was something like that.
Capcom had like that MT framework junk.
Yeah.
Let's see, I can find GTA 4. Yeah, it was a Rage engine.
Okay. Yeah. But the game Rage was not powered by the Rage engine.
No, it was id Tech Rage.
Nope, doesn't make sense.
But yeah, I guess
Rage was made with the finest of engines.
Yeah, they've been using the Rage engine for a while. They're still using it. I don't know if that's what they're going to use for Red Dead Redemption 2 or not. But
Oh, probably.
Who knows? Moving on with the old news. Games with Gold has been announced for January. If you are into that or you're an Xbox user, you got 4 games to look forward to next month. You got Death Trap, World of Van Helsing, which I've never fucking heard of. That's coming out January 1st. Killer Instinct Season 2 in the middle of the month through the middle of February. Last right now through January 15th. And then for Xbox 360, Rayman Origins and The Cave.
is it Anthony Hopkins as Van Helsing? Or who's Van Helsing?
It's Christian Bale taking up the mantle from Darth Vader.
Has he ever played Van Helsing? Anthony Hopkins has, at least. And that Francis Ford Coppola joint.
Oh, that Dracula?
Dracula, yeah.
I do believe that the last person to play Van Helsing was Wolverine himself, wasn't it?
Yeah. Jackman.
Huge Jackman.
Yeah. Wasn't Tom Cruise gonna
Dracula?
Wasn't Tom Cruise gonna play Van Helsing in a reboot? I guess that never happened.
Yeah, and then he signed on to the Mummy, I guess.
That's weird also.
Yeah, the Mummy movie looks real weird to me, but whatever. No Brendan Fraser.
So who's that series?
That's a
I mean, they're rebooting the Mummy series, but it's going to be a gritty retelling, quote unquote.
Is that Rachel or whatever her name is?
Ray Charles.
Yeah, Ray Charles.
Ray Charles is the Mummy. Yeah, reanimated and loving it. It's they're actually making a sequel to Dracula Dead and Loving It. It's
a lot of black mummies back then.
Next time.
I don't know, that'd be fine with me. Like the way they cast a bunch of white characters as you kill that. They just start going the opposite direction.
They're going to do Leslie Nielsen back from the dead, still loving it, and they're just going to dig up his corpse.
That was a hot flick, Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Oh, it's so good. I love that movie.
What was that movie with Christian Bale in it, where he was supposed to be Moses or whatever?
Oh, man, I can't remember what it was called, but it didn't do too well. Wow, it hasn't been out that long.
Man, the way Hollywood casts characters is nuts.
Yeah.
They just look for names, man. They just look for names that they think people are going to go out and see, spend money to see it. They don't worry about anything else. Churn out the hits. So many duds come out each year that nobody even fucking knows about. It's insane.
Oh, man. Speaking of duds, Assassin's Creed is coming out.
Oh, man, that movie. I would never see that movie, even if you paid me. Even if you gave me that free ticket, I wouldn't use it. I hate Michael Fassbender.
What?
Oh, man.
I like him.
I don't know. I don't actually dislike Michael Fassbender, but I don't think that the Assassin's Creed movie looks very good. I
don't think anybody thinks that.
Yeah.
I would still watch it. I mean, I'm sure it's terrible.
That doesn't mean anything, Ralph.
It's never stopped me. Yeah.
Right. You've watched many a bad flick before to no avail. I mean, you're the only one of us that's seen Kingsglaive.
It's not bad. And it probably is even better after.
Yeah, I'm sure I need to watch it after you. Yeah, you probably know more about the story than I do. what story there is.
We'll get to
Yeah. I'm sure we will. All right, Battlefront 2 with Star Wars Rogue One announced. They've been out talking about that. Battlefront was on sale for I think $20 or $15 the other day. They talked about Battlefront 2 going to have campaign. They're going to have Cavo's Champagne as the title song, but they're going to have a campaign. Could have been the campaign,
Yeah.
and the cocaine. They haven't said anything more about it, but I think it's going to be similar to how Titanfall had no campaign to having a campaign this time. Probably similar in that way of they'll kind of re-up and jump into a campaign, which makes me excited. It's the only reason I didn't play Battlefront or will go out and buy it. I don't want to buy a multiplayer only game.
I don't know why they're doing it, to be honest, because
Wait, did you say you don't want to buy a multiplayer only game?
Aside from Overwatch. I knew that's where you're going to go.
Isn't Respawn making a Star Wars game, like a single-player Star Wars game?
Is that the Amy Hennig one?
Yeah, well,
I don't know. They had that one that got canceled, that 1313 or something, or...
Yeah. No, the Amy Hennig was the Dead Space team.
Okay, that's Visceral. They're making a Star Wars one. It's more than single player. I don't know the Respawn one. Hang on.
I swear I heard that.
Respawn Star Wars.
Ranking out Titanfall.
Let's see here. It says during its EA live stream, they talked about a Star Wars game that's coming from Respawn.
So, I don't know. I mean, why would... Battlefront doesn't need a...
How did EA get the Star Wars thing anyway? Like, why is it...
They bought it on the cheap from Lucas when he probably needed some cash.
Has he ever needed cash?
I don't think so. He sold it for billions of dollars, didn't he? Star Wars franchise?
Yeah, to Disney.
Like, I don't know, $12 billion?
He's already, regretting it. Yeah.
Oh, he's for sure got to be regretting it. I mean, if I'm him, I'm regretting it. $4.05 billion, sorry.
He's working on secret re-releases of Indiana Jones.
He's just making a new Indiana Jones. That's all that matters. He's going to do that and maybe a new Howard the Duck movie. Oh, wait, he can't do that.
Was that him or was that Spielberg? Or was it both of them?
I think it was just Lucas, wasn't it?
I think Spielberg
was. Yeah, I thought Spielberg was.
Well, actually, I don't know.
That song is.
It might be both. Hold on.
Howard the Duck.
Let's see here. God, where is it? I don't even see. Just produced by Lucasfilm.
Okay. So I think Spielberg directed it, right?
No, William Hyuk. Or Willard. I'm sorry, Willard Hyuk, born in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Also known for his movies.
Who was Howard the Duck?
Danny DeVito.
Jeffrey Jones?
The child molester?
Oh no.
Let's see. For real.
Chip Zine. Chip Zine was
the bad way to go.
What happened to him?
Bad stuff. He's still around, making TV, it looks like.
He makes televisions.
He physically makes televisions, yeah, right.
Okay.
He probably had
what else can he do? So yeah, I think I'm down for anything single player. Like, that's going to get me more into it. Obviously, yes, I play Overwatch. Overwatch is great, but I would love to have a Overwatch story mode. I think that would make it that much better, personally. But I digress.
Probably. It's good. I just assume it'll be like 3 or 4 hours and.
Oh, I'm sure you're right.
Whatever. Yeah.
I can only imagine. Next up on the docket, you have Nintendo's theme park. We talked about that a couple weeks ago, where Nintendo is going to be developing Nintendo's video game style rides, I guess it were, attractions, if you want to be fancy, inside of the Japan studios, as well as the Universal Studios in Orlando and where's the other one? San Francisco, Los Angeles, somewhere in California.
They're gonna have the vitality sensor mixed in there somewhere.
It's gonna be only for the dick. All it's gonna be is a dick vitality sensor. That's what it's gonna be.
That's pretty good. Was that on purpose?
Yeah, it was. I was like,
yeah,
this
baby.
is gonna make it. Yeah. So good. So yeah, that's going to be the first ride that you have to pass in order to actually gain an entrance to the park. Is
You gotta play that shitty Genesis basketball game, Dick Vitale's awesome baby. I don't know what the hell it was.
You have to listen to him give
Garbage.
the Jimmy V speech over and over again. Is what you have to do.
Man,
I'm surprised he's still
I
alive.
fucking hate that guy.
Great cause, terrible speech. Every year I get annoyed. Oh man.
The Noid.
Yeah, the Noid. I would love the Noid. Bring me some Noid. So yeah, that's happening. Super Nintendo World. I think that's cool. Earliest they're going to see anything is going to be 2020. So you got a ways. Not much in the way of anything speedy happening there.
Hopefully they have like a Virtual Boy VR situation.
VR boys.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, it's
Something like
be an area where you get to play Wii music with everybody in VR.
I don't know what it could be. Like I said, as long as there's like a Donkey Kong jungle area, I'm good.
There's gonna be a minecart ride, Donkey Kong themed. There has to be.
I'm down. I'm down for anything minecart related that literally launches you out of your cart.
I don't know if that's
I wish it would like bungee strap you into something
man.
that like
cause your Taco John's to launch out of you.
like just think of it like one of those giant swings you have to like step into. So you're like strapped in and it's hanging above you, and you're in this cart, but you're not strapped in. And then all of a sudden the cart just falls and it catches you and it holds you and swings you on like the next cart. That would be fucking great.
Sounds like an injury.
And also probably a few deaths. I mean, listen, Spider-Man the musical killed like 17 people. I'm sure this is fine. It's probably okay.
Well, there's got to be some kind of Yoshi ride where you're riding.
I think the only Yoshi ride I want is a ride where you literally just get pooped out of Yoshi and get turned into an egg.
That sounds all right.
In through the mouth, out through the butt. It's usually the way it works, I think.
Yeah.
It's the way I tell the ladies to take it, in the mouth and out the butt.
Don't do it the other way.
Well, that's out happening.
Don't ask questions you don't really want the answers to. And the last piece of news that I have is the Final Fantasy 15. They're going to be releasing some DLC that includes an older character from the old Final Fantasy game, I believe it was. Of course, I closed what I needed.
Sora.
Not a Final Fantasy character. I wish it was. No, but that's okay. Let's see.
Rodney King.
Yeah.
Rodney King. Also not that.
I'm not well versed on my.
No, you're fine. I had the note here, and I don't know where I put it now.
Chocobo Jackson.
Chocobo Jackson's a pretty good name for. Did you name your Chocobo? Chocobo Jackson.
Yeah, he played for the Raiders, right? Chocobo Jackson.
Yeah. You didn't know you could name the. You didn't know that you could name them?
Fuck no, that game doesn't tell you shit.
Absolutely, it does. Here you go. The season pass for Final Fantasy 15. The first one is going to be called Episode Gladio. It's focusing on side where you take control of Gladio, which is going to fill in the blank where Gladio leaves the group. Also going to bring back Gilgamesh, which is a classic Final Fantasy villain, apparently. Speaking of villains, you have a lovely word from our sponsor, Jolene. Say hello.
Hi.
Hello, villain.
Would she name her Chocobo?
Big Bird.
Big Bird. Do that Big Bird dance. Big turd dance.
She wants the Big Bird dance. There it is.
Am I right?
You gotta go to the bathroom for the big turd dance.
There's only one place to be for the big turd dance.
Swimming pool.
True, that too.
In Caddyshack, yeah.
Right.
Is she out of school?
Nope, we got a couple more days of school, don't we?
Yeah.
And then we get winter break in 2 days.
Yeah.
And we're off school until after January.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, big deal.
And Saturday, we go to Aunt Sharon's.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Uncle and Sharon's for Christmas. Yep, you're right.
Open all the gifts.
Open everybody's Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell Santa hi.
Tell Santa hello.
Leave him a good note.
Do the big turd dance and somebody's stocking.
Make sure you drop a deuce on somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. You say bye.
Bye.
Bye. High five. High five. Oh no, high five over here, kiddo. High five.
Oh,
It's 5 and something.
Oh, there it is. Couple buys. Ryan and Ralph. Oh, shows up. Pound it too. Boom.
might as well.
Knuckles.
I'm not hitting you in the face. I'm pounding.
Okay. There you go. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
I got it. It's fine. I got it. Thank you. Appreciate you. She's so adorable. Oh, and then she trips. She falls going up the stairs.
You should wrap up those steaks and give them to somebody for Christmas. They're still there, right?
No, I don't think so. I think I threw them out. I think they're long gone. The dog meat has been banished from the house.
That sucks.
I know.
Like,
Well,
if you got like an uncle or an aunt or an in-law you don't like.
I could have just sent them to you
Fancy steak.
guys. Like, here's Omaha's finest steaks.
Oh man, are they Omaha steaks?
No,
Straight
it
out
was
of the
like
freezer.
straight out of Shenandoah, Iowa, or something. I don't know where the fuck it's from.
Dolly and Sue used to do commercials for Omaha Steakhouse.
Bad business. I might have to kick a child out or two. So, yeah, episode Gladio is the first DLC for the season pass. I think that's cool to explore that idea because they never really filled in why Gladio left the group to go do what he was going to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Where it's just things happen.
The back half of that game is just things happening and nobody saying anything and nobody talking about it.
Not really sure how Ignis got blinded, but he's blinded.
Say hi quick. Say hi.
She's waving.
She is.
She got some stuff on her mouth, or is it just?
She's eating a sucker. Yeah.
Hi.
Her mouth looks a little blue.
She's just in a bad mood.
She's waving
somewhere. She is. Yeah, she's all right.
Angry.
She had some Taco John's too. She's gonna have a blowout here in a little bit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
She's smiling about it. She knows.
You have a blowout later.
She potty trained though.
Yeah, okay. She's super potty trained.
So you don't have to deal with it.
No. Go back upstairs, baby. Love you. Make sure you shut the door, okay?
Unless an accident happens in the bathroom.
It actually happened this morning, and mother-in-law did not take care of it, so that was awesome.
Oh man!
I walked into a bathroom that had some hanging clothes with some pee on it because apparently we peed when we were sleeping, so that was not hot. And that bathroom stunk real bad. This is great radio. Okay, yeah, Final Fantasy 15. I like the idea of filling in the gaps there. I don't like the idea that I have to pay for it, though. There is a free update coming that's going to introduce, I believe, New Game Plus, Ralph, and they're going to do a free update to Chapter 13, which has been said that it's going to fill out a reason or a little backstory why a character died and how he died and all that stuff. So,
yeah,
Boy,
it's weird.
Whatever.
I don't understand why they're doing that.
Yeah, I don't think we can make any of this make sense, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah. What was funny is I went back and watched some. We'll get to this. I'll wait. That's kind of our Final Fantasy. I guess we can just segue. Let's just segue. We're talking about Final Fantasy 15. Let's just move on to what we've been playing. Let's talk, all of us, Final Fantasy 15. I believe we all finished it. Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yep. So I went back and started watching some old trailers, like Final Fantasy Versus 13 trailers. Nothing's changed about that game.
That made it seem like it was going to be more mature.
I mean,
then.
it was still like it was still about the same. Like if you go back and look, like they made it try to feel very atmospheric. Like the bad guys changed a little bit, but the character design is the same. The world looks very much similar. They refined the battle system, obviously, a hell of a lot. Like at one point, your characters were like making faces and like shaking and moving around, and they're little pictures of them as you were battling. Where now, obviously, they're just nothing. It's just a name.
Yeah. I remember they were making it sound like it was going to be like kind of like how Type 0. Like Type 0 was actually had blood and characters died and like violently, and you had chocobos dying with blood all over the ground. This game didn't have any of that, so. I don't know.
Should
it was just people misinterpreting it back then, or what?
It's possible. I just thought that it was weird that like not a lot of character design changed either. Like Noctis looks like Noctis.
Did we lose Derek? Or is that just me?
He was silent. I don't know.
I can't tell. I don't know if he can hear us either.
I don't know either. We should probably talk about nonstop though.
Maybe.
Hello?
No, he's back.
Oh, he's back. Sorry.
Hello?
Hello.
I heard nonstop. I didn't go anywhere. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. You just
Somehow like disappear for a while and then.
I mean, it's just I fall into apparently chasm somewhere and just disappeared through the universe. People don't like to talk about certain video games, I guess it is. But yeah, Final Fantasy 15, they just heard some weird stuff between them making it 13 versus 13 to Final Fantasy 15. But the core of the game still seems the same after the 10 years it was in development. So I thought that was kind of
intriguing. Wish they wouldn't have called it 15. Kind of wish they would have just left it as 13. But
yeah, I don't think I minded that it called it 15.
It still feels like it is. Like they had those 13 kings that you were supposed to find, and
right.
I think it's supposed to be more in that universe. I guess I don't know, but
it was yeah. So let's go around the room. We'll talk about the game. To hear Ralph tell me about it because he finished it, which I was very surprised about because. Ralph, I'll be honest with you. I didn't think you were going to like the game. You still might not like the game, but I definitely didn't think you were going to finish the goddamn game. So give me some thoughts on Final Fantasy 15.
How long did you play it first? Because you finished it pretty quickly.
I said I put 29 hours in on the.
Yeah,
wow.
It's probably shorter than either of us.
You blew through it. Yeah, I mean, mine was 47.
Wow.
Yeah, mine was around 50-ish.
Yeah. I don't know.
Mine was level. What level were you when you finished?
I was like,
sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was like 45.
I was 57.
Yeah, I was 58.
I should have been higher. Tell you that much.
I wouldn't got all
really
those things.
You go to every game and get them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I liked that game a lot until that Leviathan battle, and then
chapter 10.
It kind of went. I still liked the game quite a bit, but it definitely took a turn there for me. I guess that's probably where it got really linear also.
It absolutely did. Chapter 10, I think it's Chapter 10. Chapter 9 or Chapter 10, that's when everything changes in that game. So,
I guess... Train.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to fucking... Spoilers. Nobody listens anyway. Spoilers. So, Chapter 10, Chapter 9, whatever it is. You're going to get basically your second summon. You are going to meet your lady friend that you're supposed to marry, who's summoning the water god, the Leviathan, if you will, to tell this god that they need to be on your side and give them your strength or their strength to you, for them to call upon you and blah blah blah. So then, in order for that to happen, you ensue in a battle, right, with the Leviathan, and that battle is a fucking mess. It's just a mess.
It's just a cutscene.
You get killed, basically, but you don't get killed. Then all of a sudden, you get the ability to fly after you watch your girlfriend die. So that's cool. Dies at the hands of what you then realize is the bad guy, the actual bad guy, and then you get this super awesome mega power where you just can hold a fucking button while you fly and just throw these, I don't know, weapons, these figment weapons from past kings at this Leviathan until you kill it. Like, that was what I did. I didn't point warp. I didn't do anything else. That was what I did. Is that what you did, Ralph?
Yeah, but like the first part of that battle where you're just trying to warp around, I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
No, I think you're just supposed to die there.
Like, it's just, and like I couldn't get the camera right where I could see the warp points. I like almost rage quit the game during that. Like,
really?
And then I finally got to the point where it just, like I died or whatever, it moved me on. And I'm like, oh, this was supposed to happen this way.
Yeah.
The old Final Fantasy Force death.
See, it's the only Final Fantasy game I've finished, so I don't know much about them. But
they do that a lot to progress the stories.
I don't know. It's pretty common in JRPGs. There'll be a lot of times you'll get into a fight that you just can't win, It's really annoying when they don't make it obvious, because when they don't make it obvious, you waste a shitload of your items. Unless you know.
Yep.
Ton of fucking items.
So I guess at that point also, it's not like I understood the story.
No.
But it's like at that point I almost felt like I could grasp part of it. But then that happened. And like, nope. No way. I was just like ready for it to end after that.
When I got there, I was like, okay, so like there's a lot of political shit going on. I just had this long ass meeting with this fucking lady that I have no idea why.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you need to, and they acted as if you were gonna have multiple meetings with this lady. Because it's like, make sure you win. This is the first meeting. Oh, you won the first meeting. Great. I'm like, okay, so there's gonna be more. Okay, great. So that happens. Nothing comes from it. All right.
No,
now I know that
I wanted you to not do that near the town because it might destroy the town, and
then you
pretty close to the
town. Yeah. You destroyed some shit.
You're supposed to. You like promise. I guess you had to promise you're gonna save everyone.
Yeah.
Right. And like that
was never gonna happen.
There was just like I don't know. There's so many parts of that game they could have cut out. Like
right.
He did not have a very long beard for being gone for 10 years.
No, he did not.
I mean, I think that's just Japanese people can't grow facial hair, so like they're like, he's Japanese American, he can't grow anything. The Leviathan fight, you get into it, and at that point, the story is you're trying to save your girlfriend or whatever the fuck she is. She dies. Well, now you're pissed off, so you're gonna mess some shit up, and then you're gonna go mess this dude up. But you need the power of all these summons, technically, to help you get there. So after that happens, then she dies, and then it just gets all sorts of fucking confusing.
Yeah, I could tell you what even happened.
Yeah, that part where you're like running around in the hallways at the end, fucking terrible. I hated that so much.
Yeah, it was not good.
Well, it just didn't make any sense. And then you're like, I don't know, dude. It was just, oof.
Well, like
it was rough.
I don't know. That felt like a completely different game. It was like Zagnatus Base or whatever the hell it's called, where you're going around the hallways.
Yeah, and you don't really have anything except for that ring.
Yeah, it almost felt like a Resident Evil ripoff to me during that. I don't know why.
The third person over the shoulder, you're just running around sucking people's life out.
But and like that stealth was fucking terrible. But I mean, you got the ring really quick.
Yeah.
So like, once I got the ring, like you just dude whatever that sucked everyone off the screen.
Yeah, sucked them all off. Fucking just went to town on some motherfuckers. Just but then it just you hit the nail on the head though. The key of that game is the open world part. And then you get to the linear part, and I'm all about some story, but when it's incohesive, indecisive, incoherent, impenetrable story mixed with linear and no ability. I mean, there is the ability. You get the ability to time travel, right? To past Altisha, to past whatever the other place is called. Lucius Fox. They give you that ability by apparently like mind melding with the dog, but they don't elaborate on that. Like, how do you do that? I don't fucking know. Why the fuck does that matter? I guess
I didn't know anything about that fucking dog.
What's fine, dude?
A different game.
Yeah, the dog's around, but dude.
I liked him, but
but then it's just like I mean, you roll through, and okay, well now you have this ring. Great, now you are on a fucking train forever, and then Prompto gets knocked off the train, and you have to go rescue him. But Ignis is all fucking retarded before that. You have to go through this cave in the mine, and it takes forever because you can't run through anything. And Gladio's mad at you, and fucking blah blah.
So you didn't leave? You didn't leave Ignis outside?
Did you?
No, I took him inside.
I thought about it. As soon as I got inside, I like regretted it so bad. I don't even know if I would let you leave him, but
regretted taking him inside.
I regretted taking him inside.
I did too. Oh, it was the worst because I'm just running and running and running. And he's like,
"You gotta slow down, there, kid."
Gladio's all Gladio's super pissed about it. I thought we were a team.
Yeah, like he turned
Emo Raphael. Yeah, he got real mad at you. He hated your guts. But it's like I get what they were trying to do, and I guess this plays probably into Kingsglaive and the anime show that they did. But
not
you had
too much.
You had Noctis's dad who basically I assume had the same kind of thing with him and his group of buddies, and then they broke up and they weren't actually friends, and then Noctis lives the same life. Like what? Like
they don't touch on that in Kingsglaive. If that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
They barely touched on it in the game.
Yeah.
He barely know anything about his dad.
All that shit happens, and it comes to it just barrels through, man. I went through, I think, chapters 10 through 12, 10 through 12 or 11 and 12. I think it was 11 and 12 in an hour. Like, it was just so quick.
And then,
like, the end of that game
was... Chapter 14 was, like, huge.
It was ridiculous.
It's like, how many boss battles are there going to be?
Well, and I figured that the path to the king, or path to the crown, sorry. I thought the pathway to get to the kingdom and to the chair where he was going to be a hell of a lot harder. But I like ran around that thing twice, and I'm like, there's not anything more to do. And maybe that was because I was way over leveled. But there was not.
There were some huge monsters outside you could have fought.
Yeah,
I walked around. I walked around, and I didn't find. Maybe I didn't look hard enough, but
there's definitely some. There were some that were like over leveled too. There were some that were like level 70 or something.
Yeah, they were.
Okay.
They were fucking me to death. Like
I found Jimbo and fucked him up. There was a couple of those weird snake looking things I had to fuck up, and then there was one of the dogs. I can't remember what the hell they're called.
Umbra. Yeah.
No, yeah, I had to fuck Umbra. But I don't know. But then they pulled the twist on you that Shiva is Gentiana, who is whoever the fuck she is. Like,
it's Bruce Willis the whole time.
I was like, this is the most pathetic twist I've ever seen in a game. I was like, this is real cheap. Like, come on. They're like, we don't really want to make another character, so guess what?
Not only how many summons did you guys actually get to do? Like, I was able to summon the Leviathan, whoever the fuck was.
I summoned the Leviathan, the Thunder dude.
And I summoned Sheva.
I think I summoned Sheva once.
There's one time where it has to happen. It's when you kill that Ifrit guy.
Okay, so maybe that's the only time.
I didn't get the summons at all. Could you use them?
Old L2 until they work.
Well, it was, but they weren't. There was no specific. There was no specific time, Ralph. So, like, if you didn't get into danger or were in danger a long time, or some of your party members were dead, like, it triggers it to allow you to summon these people in damaged situations.
I did.
It feels like cheating too, because the summon just wipes them out.
Oh god, it's just scorched earth. Everybody's dead.
I never used one unless it told me to, because like I'm like, I should use a summon because I'm getting fucked, and then I'm like trying to figure it out, and like nothing's happening.
Like something will pop up on the screen, you just hold the button down until it happens.
I mean, I did that, but it only happened like 4 or 5 times the whole game.
Yeah, it does not happen often. Like I think in one
some chicken things and just scorched them, just took them out. They were no threat at all.
There was a military base that I was clearing out and that I stumbled across. I was like, oh, this will be cool, and I'm like getting my ass handed to me. Like, this base was fucking huge. I was getting my ass handed to me, and it let me summon him. And then I'm like, oh fuck! I get to the next little area, same thing over and over again. I'm like, god damn it! I'm like, I bet you it's not gonna let me summon because I just did it not too long ago. Sure enough, it did. I just wiped everything off the map by just letting myself get down to a low enough health, and I could just wipe everybody out. There was that one crazy ass fucking monster that I couldn't beat when you wake up from your 10-year nap or whatever the fuck in your little cottage. That when you're running, like, you had to run back to the road till you met that little kid in the truck. That thing that kept popping out of the wall, that thing was harder than shit. I didn't try to beat that. I walked away from that.
I don't know what that is. I see the giant turtle.
It let me use the summons on that thing. What you're talking about, Derek?
Yeah, but it
didn't
didn't do anything. That's when I summoned the Leviathan, but it didn't do anything for me.
Oh, I guess I don't. I just ran for my life during that part.
Yeah, I ran. Yeah, I saw the Adamantoise. That thing's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep playing to try to beat that thing.
99s, that sounds pretty insane.
Yeah, it's like the only trophy that's hard to get.
Yeah, everything else, I bet you could platinum that game easily. Like, I'm close enough now. I think I'm at 80, I don't know, 78%, something like that.
Well, no, you gotta kill that thing.
Right.
It's level 99, so you're probably going to be pretty high level.
At least close enough to that. But, I mean, you eat enough proper food, I think you'll probably be okay. I don't know. I just thought that the ending was very strange and abrupt, and I did not understand. I had to look up like what the fuck happened because I had no goddamn idea. I'm like, pretty sure I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. And I'm like, pretty sure everybody else is dead too. Yep, every fucking buddy is dead. Like literally everybody's dead.
Everybody.
Yeah.
What?
That's
he sacrificed himself to save them all.
Right, but in the dream sequence that you see afterwards, where you have you, your dad, old girl, and the 3 dudes standing with you, aka fucking everybody's dead. They all sacrifice themselves.
Because usually, like that's like some cheesy shit. Where they're like, "Oh, all your buddies are here with you because of your long journey." It doesn't necessarily mean they're dead.
I think that's why there's the after credit scene of him being like, "You guys are the best. Like, we're the 3 best friends that anyone could have." Because everyone's fucking
him
dead.
Knowing he was gonna die.
But I think they sacrificed themselves for him also. I think that was the point.
Like when he went in to go to the throne and they were just standing out there.
They didn't need to do that. So all he was gonna do was sit down and die, and then it would have been over.
Yeah, I don't know. That's.
I couldn't tell you because I thought they were all still alive, and I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
I thought there were 2, but that's when I looked up like, what is going on? And it's like, well, they all died in the throne room.
Be married and live forever. That's what happens.
Yeah, the marriage thing after the credits was weird too, with the little picture. Like,
what's eternity like for that? Like, never even like deal with that concept. Those 2 got to be like that forever.
Yeah, now you're married and you're fucking stuck together. Apparently, suck it. Yeah, I don't know. I thoroughly enjoyed the game. Ralph, you said you did pretty good. You enjoyed it.
Playing Mario Kart. Sounds like he's doing.
That's my ringtone. Yeah, I liked it. I mean, it'll still make my top 10.
Did it surprise you at how much you liked it, considering it was your first Final Fantasy?
Well, I mean, this is like this Final Fantasy has like the most. The combat is more up my alley than any other Final Fantasy has ever been, from what I know. But what was the question? I'm sorry.
Did you at least enjoy? Like, did you enjoy it? Were you surprised at how much you enjoyed it?
Yeah, but I still kind of feel disappointed because I enjoyed the first, I don't know, 3/4, whatever, 2/3 more, or like a lot more.
But how much did you do the magic?
What's that?
Fuck the magic.
Yeah, like what the hell is that? Why?
I use magic all the time.
Oh, really? What? It kept damaging the party, though.
Yeah, that's a bad part, because Prompto was always fucking dying.
The best parts was when I would use the magic, and then it would show Prompto and I talk, and it'd be all scorched and shit. That was so good.
Yeah,
I wish you would have got a picture of him all burnt to death. That would have been pretty dope.
But like, if you were making spells, and then you'd like or your elements
or some shit.
You're like adding like those evil poisonous mushrooms into your spell,
throw a phoenix down in there or something.
It'd like make them amazing, and some of them would even heal you when you cast them.
Yeah, if you put a potion in there or some bullshit.
I thought that was cool, but it was definitely not explained, and wasn't cool enough for me to use it.
Yeah,
the fact you have to make the spells to empty your tank in order to refill, I thought was obnoxious.
Yeah,
I don't mind the infamous ability to have to like suck it out. I thought that was all right, but the fact that you only got 99 spots to hold your magic, I thought was kind of stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. I used it a lot, but I don't know why, because it's fucking Prompto and Ignis would always be dead. So
speaking of Prompto,
you like throwing fire at a blind dude.
The piece about Prompto not being human, like what the fuck was that?
I don't know.
I didn't get that either.
I was like, is he a robot? And they're like, no. I was like, I wasn't gonna read all that shit. They're like, oh no, there's some infected people, and and then they turn into like ghosts and ghouls, and then things that come out at night. It's like, okay, so Prompto is like a bad guy, good guy? Like what?
Yeah, like when is it gonna turn? I don't like when was that gonna happen?
Is this a zombie kind of thing? Like he's just gonna turn at some point, you just gotta put him down for the count, or like what's going on? And then it didn't. Yeah, it was. Man, those last 5 chapters were just fucking everywhere. And the boss battle was not hard because once you got to him, again, you know what I did? I held the same fucking button I did for the Leviathan fight, and that was all I needed to. That fight did not last long.
No, that one wasn't bad.
It's the Revis one that was the the hardest one out of all of them.
Oh shit, that wasn't hard for me either.
That wasn't really for me either.
Oh man, I had no problems with any of these boss battles after the Leviathan fight because I was Leviathan dumb.
Yeah, like that. What was the guy's name? Ifrit or whatever. The fire.
Yeah.
He was kind of a bitch for me. Was there another one after him?
No, I think it was just the final fight.
Yeah.
Or was there like a big monster before him? One of them, like on the way to.
Those were probably optional.
So yeah, I must have just kept doing them on accident and then just trying to kill them. Those were fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But I may have been way under leveled. I don't know.
Did you stumble across that tower by chance, either of you? That would like open. There's a tower that opens up at night. There's like a.
Yeah, that's where one of the royal arms are.
Okay, yeah, that fucking place is insane.
Insane.
I found that at like level 40, I think, and I was not prepared. I went in and blew through almost.
Level 55 is the final boss for that one.
That was the place that I first killed Yojimbo, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like, I like this. Cleared the first room, used a shit ton of high potions, and I'm like, all right, well, let's go on to the next room. And I just got wrecked by all these ghosts. I'm like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah, there's a maze at the bottom of that, which is a pain in the ass, especially if you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Because like if you make a wrong choice, like the area you wind up in progressively gets harder and harder.
Really?
So, yeah.
That seems pretty cool though. Like that's what excites me about getting back to playing that game, because I really did have a lot of fun with it. I really did.
That is not cool.
I think that's a cool idea. Why not?
Because it's a pain in the ass.
Well, yeah, but whatever. What about you, Ryan? We weren't here last week. You weren't able to really talk about Final Fantasy. Tell me your thoughts on the game. Did you enjoy it? What were your favorite moments of the game? What did you not like about it?
Well, I think there's more I didn't like than I did like. So I like the combat, and that's pretty much it. I did not like the magic. Did not like the characters. Did not like the story. And that, I don't know, that kind of ruins it. Like most Final Fantasy games are supposed to be about their story, right? And if you got some okay combat and then just a shitty story, then you kind of have a fantasy game. So,
I guess did you mind the did you mind the travel system as far as like the car?
Fast travel most of the time, so it didn't matter. Yeah, I
didn't at first. I started fast traveling towards the end just because I was like, I'm not going to sit in the car for any longer. I played all the music that I wanted to play. I've rode the car long enough. I'm good. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, there's like running around the world is and a lot of those like going out hunting. Those things were cool.
Yeah. I wish that you could pick up more than one contract at a time. I think that's really terrible. I think that's a thing that they need to patch through. I should be able to have multiple contracts if I can turn them into anybody, I should be able to have multiple contracts from people at once.
The fishing was fucking terrible.
Really? I like the fishing. I thought the fishing was fun. I like the fishing. I thought that was cool. That was a nifty little thing.
It's not fun when you're trying to like get it maxed out. It's horrible.
Well, there was one that I did. I think it was one of the last ones I was trying to do, and I fucking snapped my reel in half trying to reel this thing, and I'm like, nope. And that was the only lure I had was for this thing, and I was like,
and then you have to go fast travel and buy all stuff, and then the shops only sell certain types of lures, so you have to go and find places that sell correct lure.
Fucking Google that shit, man. Your microphone again, by the way. I would just Google that shit, man. At that point, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but fishing was not fun.
Fishing was just, I thought it was a nice little break from the world. I thought that was cool. And then the side quest you get for it,
do for like a minute.
I mean, I only did it like, what were you catching? Like 30 minutes at a time? I'd catch like 2 fish, and be like, I'm good, and move on.
Well, when you're trying to like actually level it up, you gotta fish for a while.
Yeah. Well.
Like you'll have some like bromance things with Gladio where you're just like, oh, I bet you can't catch this fish, and then you really can't catch that fish unless you do the right shit.
Yeah.
So
I can see that. I don't know. It's what about?
So I think 13 was a better game. Like this was like the opposite of 13, where they opened it up at the beginning and then shut it down at the end.
Off at the end.
And 13 was a complete opposite, but 13 had a way better story and way better characters. So
I don't disagree with you on the story. The story of 13 is much, much better. I think the gameplay, the combat, the world itself.
More than 13.
I think the combat in the world itself is much better in 15 than it is in 13.
Maybe like the environments and 15,
Yeah.
but like to me the combat's way better in 13. You got way more characters. I really hated that you only have 4 people, and then like you'd occasionally get somebody to come in there that, and then also like you only really had control over Noctis. You didn't have control over anybody else.
Right. Hang on.
So, somebody's yelling upstairs.
Excited.
But I'm wondering when they're going to do the Final Fantasy Nonstop Edition. That's what I'm wondering.
Well, when they get the New Game Plus, then you don't really have to stop.
Did you hear the rumors that Liam Neeson was talking about doing a Taken 4? I don't know if that's true or not. Or if he's just joking around.
I've never seen any of them, but I'm in.
You haven't seen any of them?
No, I'm not going to either. So you can make all of them.
Oh man, well, you've seen Nonstop though, right?
No.
So you've only heard of what I've said I've done.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Oh man, you should definitely go watch that.
I don't know shit about it.
What is happening?
I just found out that Ralph has never seen Nonstop the whole time. We've been talking about it.
Oh, yeah,
I just assumed he also saw it.
I've also never seen Nonstop. I've seen Never Stop, Never Stopping, if that counts.
I've seen that.
It's a great movie.
It's not that good.
Well, it's good enough. It's good enough for me. What else? Anything else about Final Fantasy? I'm happy that I love that we all finished it. Like, that's kind of cool. I think that's the first time it's ever happened where we all 3 finished the same game.
No, Doom.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
You're doing the shit out of Doom.
We did Doom the shit out of Doom.
And Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
We all finished Wolfenstein at the same time? I guess we did, didn't we? All right. Well, you got a better memory than I do.
No, maybe not at the same time. I think I finished it later than you guys did. Because I waited for it to go on sale.
I
waited for it to go on sale for like $20.
Yeah. I think I picked it up right after when Ralph was like, this game's great. I'm like, all right.
I paid more than 20 because I bought it at like a Sam's Club or some shit when it was had some week sale.
Man, I wish I could figure out your microphone. I don't understand why it's so grovelly. It's so dumb.
I don't either.
It's real game. All right, Final Fantasy, good game. Not a great game, good game. It's everybody top 10 list for sure.
It's towards the bottom, so there's some games that might knock it off, but it's on there.
Ooh.
It'd be top 5 for me probably, but that may not be saying much for me.
Yeah, I mean you haven't played a ton, right?
I mean, I've finished enough games to make a top 10 list, but I don't.
Well, yeah. Right, yeah, that's not what I just meant in general.
I don't know. I'd probably give it like its Metacritic score was like it actually went down a little. I think it went down to like 82, but we're not gonna revive history. I'd probably say somewhere around an 8 or 8.5 out of 10. I'd probably give it. So yeah.
This isn't revise the score; it's surmise the score.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean, I would probably go. I would give it a solid 8, maybe an 8.5. I think I enjoyed the small little details of the game. I love just being able to drive around in the beginning. I thought that was really cool. They really build up the brotherhood of you and the boys. The fact that you can listen to all that different music in the car is awesome. You can do it in the overworld too, but I always forget to do it. But that's really cool. Yeah. The design of the characters is pretty awesome. The fact that they all kind of have their each individual jobs, but the fact that they don't explain fucking anything to you annoys me. So I didn't realize that I could switch their like charge or whatever it is, like the L2 button. I didn't realize I could switch that.
Yeah, I switched it a few times because like
I didn't switch it until the very end. Yeah, I maxed everything out.
I mean, like a few of them. Switch what? Sucked, though. Like on
L. Good.
It was left bumper for me, so L1 probably. Like call up, like use the tech bars. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. But didn't you ever change their gear? Like you would have saw that if you changed their gear. You never changed their gear?
I changed their gear, but I didn't click that to like switch it. All I did was I just kept going with it.
Didn't you have to did you get those through the Ascension? Or
Ignis had one called like Overwhelm or something. Yeah, through that Ascension thing. Yeah, Ignis had one.
I never did any of that. I didn't do anything until Ignis was paralyzed and he could only do the one thing.
What? He was overwhelming
I never got overwhelmed. I just used Mark a lot, and then whatever the hell Prompto's shooting one was, that was the standard one, and Gladio's downward dog. I don't know. It was some kind of great sword thing, but it wasn't the standard one.
Yeah, I was trying to level those up a bit. I like leveling up that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do is I go back and play the open world stuff some more. I think I like the idea of time traveling back to do that stuff. I don't know how I feel about a New Game Plus.
Yeah, what is that? If I don't get that either when you can just go back into the world and wander around.
Right. I don't know that I want a New Game Plus. I like the idea of going back and replaying it if they're going to fix story elements or being able to add like a chapter mode for me to be able to go back and play certain chapters. I don't think it makes sense to put in a New Game Plus.
So there's a secret dungeon at the end. Did you guys even try that?
What?
No.
You have to get the flying regalia and fly.
Oh, I haven't gotten the flying regalia yet.
I don't even know what that is.
I have it, but apparently it's some dungeon that doesn't have any enemies in it. It's all like I think like platforming.
What do you
That's great.
So,
why does this exist?
I don't know. People seem to like it.
What is it?
I haven't done it. It's just I haven't even watched any videos of it. I've just read about people talking about finishing that dungeon. Apparently, it's like in the southwest corner of the map. You have to fly there with a regalia.
I don't know. I mean, I'll check it out. Like I said, I enjoy the game, so I want to probably go back through. The quest I started to do when I was doing it was to get the regalia upgraded anyway, so that's probably what I will do.
Yeah, I already had that all done. So I just as soon as the game ended, Cindy or whatever was like, "Hey, you want this shit to fly?" I was like,
The hell!
Oh my gosh!
I did not know any of this could happen.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I switched the colors of the regalia once, so mine looked like someone threw up on it. But then I could not figure out how to do it again, and I'm like,
when you hit service with big tits, you just hit service and she'll let you do it.
Oh,
she'll service you.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll clean your pipes out.
I mean, I didn't care that much, but I bought
change your filter.
Yeah,
I bought something stupid.
Flush your antifreeze.
Okay, that's my D. I get it.
Unclog your tailpipe.
Okay.
She'll recharge your battery. We can probably keep this going all
Sid
night
just
long.
likes to watch. Sid just likes to watch.
Oh man,
in his lawn chair.
Just hanging out. You're playing with power now, or whatever the fuck he says. Some Nintendo shit.
What?
Get your power glove on.
Yeah, he plays some kind of his beating with the power glove.
I made him old as fuck in this one.
Like uber old. And that was the other thing. Like, I kind of wanted a flashback sequence of you and your dad and them to flush that out a little bit more because they don't tell you anything about that.
Yeah, or even something like more substantial with that chick, the Oracle.
Yeah, the Oracle, or whatever the fuck, dude. Like, there's so much that they need to do that they didn't. It feels like they rushed that game out even faster.
I've been working on it for like 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, fuck it, put it out, we'll do it live. All right, close the chapter on Final Fantasy 15. Ralph, why don't you tell me what else you've been playing? Quickly.
What have I been playing? I have been playing Mario and Sonic.
I can tell you.
At the Rio 2016 Olympic Games on the Wii U.
Oh, man, you cracked that open? That's like a collector's item.
Yeah, let me tell you about problems with that game.
Now, hold on. What kind of games are we playing here at the Summer Games?
Playing some rugby, which is fun. Some volleyball, which isn't. Some BMX.
Free condoms at those summer games, or no?
Well,
not like the real summer games.
I assume I haven't got that far yet. Sonic's pretty
hopefully they hand them out sooner rather than later.
BMX, which is kind of a joke, but it's kind of fun. Ping pong, which is fine. What else? Some swimming, which is a joke, and like gymnastics, it's a joke. I don't know. Rugby's actually pretty fun, and I kind of figured out how to play rugby, which is surprising.
Is that baseball or anything like that? Well, is baseball even?
No, they could have had basketball. No, well, I don't.
Baseball is not an Olympic sport, I don't believe.
I think it used to be.
It did used to be.
Yeah, and softball used to be too, and I got rid of that.
Yeah. So the deal with this game, I actually didn't buy it at launch because I'm like, well, fuck this. Like, Mario and Sonic at the Winter Games 2014 and whatever. I bought that shit on Groupon for like $15.
Yep.
Whatever. Turns out this game got super fucking rare.
Did it really?
It did.
It is a collector's item. I didn't realize that.
No, like you were on the ball. Like I'm like, what the? How did this fucking happen? And I missed it. So I'm not pleased to tell you what I paid for it. A used copy. So I.
Oh man.
I'm gonna guess you paid $35 for this game.
Like you're out of your mind. It's not that low.
What?
Is it selling more than like Devil's Third or?
You didn't buy it for this $105 sealed copy on eBay, did you?
Well, mine wasn't sealed, so no.
So it's $77?
I paid $95.
You're fucking high.
Man.
I had to have it.
Ralph.
What
You
was I
could've
supposed to do?
Could've
You're
waited.
supposed to not buy it or let me find it at like a fucking Dollar Tree somewhere.
Those some games at Dollar Tree.
Like I looked
Oh,
everywhere. I almost drove to Osage Beach
Okay.
to a Target, which is like an hour and a half from here, to a
What's
Target
Target?
because their website claimed they had one in stock. So I bought the bastard, was getting ready to drive to go get it, and they sent me an email. We don't have this in stock. Fuck.
I mean, this they got it $50 on the Best Buy. Nope, that's the wrong game.
Yeah, they don't have it. Like this is all a joke.
Yeah, let me check these eBay prices.
Like
This
I
is
looked
insane.
at like Walmart's website, and it would say
How do you stumble upon all this stuff?
I don't know.
Has to. They're Wii U games.
Like I gotta get them all. So fucking dumb. But like I almost got a hold of you, Derek, because for Walmart and Newton, it just said like "see in store," and
They
it said it was
should've.
out of stock. And I'm like, I'm not gonna make him go look. This is
I would
stupid.
have, dude. That would have given me something to do. I don't fucking do anything anyway.
How did this happen? Like, how did this become rare?
I don't know. I don't get it.
The 2014 Olympic one's rare too, apparently. I don't know.
Is it?
You
Yeah,
should have just
somebody's
went.
seen it from 90.
I think I got all the rare games now. I
Oh.
hope.
Do you have Rare Replay?
No, on Wii U.
Oh well,
Damn it.
better fucking get after it. 20. I mean, God, out of stock, and it just came out less than 6 months ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, they didn't make hardly any of them apparently.
This Sochi Olympic one must not be that rare because there's one that's up for auction right now that's at $15 and it only has 4 hours left.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think it is. Like there's a Sochi one that comes with a Wii remote that's maybe a little rare, but I don't give a shit.
That is insane to me, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, like I felt really stupid for doing it, but it's like I don't know.
I mean, if you're
gotta
gonna
get
start a
this shit
collection,
over
you gotta.
with.
If you're gonna start a collection, you gotta see it through to the end, right?
At least it's not the NES like our Super Nintendo collection because you'd be paying way more for that shit.
Yeah,
Way too
fuck
much.
that. Like I think I counted the other day, and I'm missing. If you don't count things I have on the way, I think I'm missing 12 games or 11. 11, and that includes everything that's coming out and that's currently out. Missing 11 Wii U games. This is
That's-
so
That's
pathetic.
sad. But you'll have seen and completed something finally to the end, right?
And then I'm gonna have a YouTube show where I play through every one of them.
And one
Do you have
day.
DuckTales Remastered for Wii U?
Yep, I do.
Just
What about
rattle
Just
off-
Dance 4?
Yep, I'm missing like the 2 newest Just Dance games.
How many copies of Splatoon do you have?
Just one. That's all I need.
Great
I
game.
got 2 copies of Star Fox Guard because it
Oh,
was
God.
$2 at GameStop the other day. And I'm like,
Man,
I
I was
might
looking
need that case. For
I was looking for
$2.
bad games of the year, like worst games of the year, and Star Fox kept coming up over and over again.
I mean, I could have made a top 10 list for most disappointing games. It would be on
I mean,
there. But
Yeah,
I had
Star
a-
Fox isn't
I
that
had-
bad, is it?
I had a
It's
struggle with that.
Oh, for
We'll talk
worst?
about- yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
put a game on there that I didn't even play.
can't do
No
that.
Man's Sky?
Yeah.
That's what I put on there. No, it's
What?
not.
Oh, man.
I then redacted it and found a game that I didn't care for.
I would support your decision.
Yeah, I figured you would. I figured somebody would. I didn't think I'd be alone in that one. We'll get to that. Like I said, that's a couple weeks away still. So Mario Sonic the Olympic game. Sorry to detract you here after that.
It's actually pretty fun. I'm kind of surprised. It's not like $95 fun, but it's actually pretty fun.
Is anything that much fun, Ralph?
Probably not.
Maybe hooker. Maybe a hooker.
Maybe a really, really pretty one.
Do you want the Grudge? Yeah. Is that in that category?
Man, it's not even like I got nothing to compare it to. I don't know. But I did play through a lot of WarioWare.
I could have bought you a copy of Illbleed instead and just sent that to you.
Yeah, I'm having more fun with this probably because that game.
You have a Dreamcast, right?
I do. I played through, I think, maybe all of WarioWare Touched on the DS recently. And that game is really awesome. I don't know if you guys ever play WarioWare games.
I haven't yet.
I think I played like one of the first ones on the DS or something like that.
They're all good, except Game & Wario on the Wii U, which is kind of rare, and I think I have it sealed.
What about Game & Watch?
I don't know anything about Game & Watch.
So you have both of did they release physical copies of the NES Remix thing, or were those download only?
They released one physical copy that's both of them together.
Did you have that one?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, I could tell you the games I'm missing if you want to hear.
I know about Darksiders. I know you're missing that one. That rare Darksiders.
If that's real, ordered. Let me just tell you real quick. These are the ones I'm missing. Skylanders Imaginators, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, Just Dance 2016, 2017, Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, Lego Batman 2, The Smurfs 2, Zumba Fitness, and The Crude's Prehistoric Party.
Oh, God.
I think I have everything else pre-ordered or on the way.
Are they making a Lego Sonic game?
It's just like a add-on thing for Lego Dimensions.
Oh.
That's what it looks like.
I keep seeing YouTube ads for that shit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Are you ready for? Oh man, PlayStation Week 3 holiday sales up. If you care to get on any of that, can I talk about some top hits really quick?
Was that the one you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, but it's over now, so I didn't get either of those two games we were talking about. So that's awesome.
So that was week 2.
That was week 2. Week 3 is today. If you care about it, and I don't know, talk about any of those. Grand Theft Auto 50% off. Battlefront $10 digital. Shadow of Mordor $11 digital. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Bloodborne for $8. That's a good deal.
Is that plus prices?
They had the DLC plus prices on sale like a few weeks ago. It was a really good deal, but I didn't buy it.
Mortal Kombat XL $20. Overcooked's on sale, but it doesn't say for how much. Final Fantasy 14 $10. Slender the Arrival $3. Hitman the complete first season $30.
That might for the physical copy of that.
Yeah, I want a physical copy of that, but fuck, $30 is a pretty good deal. Red Dead Revolver $9. Mad Max $10. Manhunt $7.50.
I already got it.
He's already got the Xbox version.
Yeah, and the PS4 version.
Metal Gear Solid 5, The Definitive Experience $34. Rayman Legends $14. Hitman Intro Pack for $7.50. If you want to care about that. Max Payne $7.50. Oxenfree $8. I might pull the trigger on that. Risky Rescue's Revenge $2.50.
I got that on disc on PS4.
I
only paid $30 for it.
Shantae and the Pirate's Curse.
Got that also on disc.
$5.
Saw some sweet Shantae leggings you can buy.
I'd be into that.
They're pretty hot.
I'd be into that. You can buy all these fucking Hitman packs for $5 a piece. Prototype 2 on sale. Sorry, this is getting annoying now. RBI Baseball $6.50.
That guy hates computers in Prototype 2.
That's true.
Banner Saga 2 $14.
You can get
a game called Party Hard.
It's an Andrew WK biography.
Yeah.
I wish it was. Super Hypercube $20. Yeah, he's still around.
Still kicking.
Ollie 2, everybody's favorite sequel.
Ollie I could not ever grasp that. I tried.
Yeah.
It's like I just wanted to play like a Tony Hawk game. I don't know.
I played that first one and was okay with it. The second one I was not so good at. I might pull the trigger on Oxenfree. It's not a bad deal. I think that's it looks like it. The Peanuts game.
Or we want fun. I don't remember hearing we want fun.
Yeah, I don't want fun. I don't want any of that business. What else you got there, Ralph? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you with PlayStation business.
I think that's it. I was gonna start playing the first Dead Rising today on Xbox One,
Mr. West.
but I had to help my brother move furniture instead. So
It's kind of like playing Dead Rising, except for you're moving humans.
okay, that's good. So I think that's it.
Better than the Dead. All right.
I played Madden today with my dad. I guess I forgot about that.
Madden's always good. Although I'll give you a quick
Did you
Madden
call
story.
timeout before the field goal?
I just threw 4 interceptions with RG3 and still won the game.
You were playing as the Browns?
He was the Jaguars, I was the Browns. It was
Wow, what a
a
game.
good time.
I played Madden last night. I'm in the playoffs in the league that I'm in with the high V people. I'm 11-5. Yep, 11-5. And I'm playing the Bills, the computer-controlled Bills in the wild card playoff because 11-5 wasn't good enough to win the
Who's their quarterback?
divisions. Somebody that played the Chiefs, who is 12-4, who won the division. Tyrod Taylor is the Bills quarterback still in this league.
I wonder if Cardell Jones ever gets shot.
I played that game 5 separate times and lost every single time to the Bills.
How do you get to play it more than once?
Because you can close the application, redo it, delete your saved game, and through the cloud, just try playing it again. And it counts them. Like when you go and look, it says it took you X amount of starts to play this game. So I'm like, well, all right. I don't want to go like insane and go to like 10 starts to see if I can fucking beat this. Like if I'm not going to beat the computer, I'm not going to beat them. First game, had them. They ended up beating me by a field goal. Okay, I'm like that sucks. So I close it, open it back up. Second game, they beat me 35-7. I'm like, oh wow, all right. Next time I went out again, I had them going into the fourth quarter. I threw 2 fucking picks in the end zone. Was not good.
Doing your best, Alex.
Fourth time I simulated it all the way through. Lost again. The last time it was 35-14, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm done. 5 times is enough. I clearly am not destined to beat the 8-8 Buffalo Bills, so fuck this. So I went with it, saved it, and I'm like, hey, I'm out. I fucking lost. So then I go to look at the other league and see who played. One of the other dudes in the league played 7 times to beat the Falcons. 7 times.
Why do they let people do this?
That's just the way the game works. Like you can play multiple times. It's not just one and done.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's the point?
So, I mean, I don't know, to play head-to-head against people that you're in the league with to see if you're better than them versus the computer, because fuck the computer. I don't know.
So you traded it in now?
No, I won't trade it in. I'll still keep playing it.
There's still value.
Yeah, I mean, there's a value in a lot of the games I still have probably that I should maybe take a look at, but I haven't. Like, I'm still holding on to Call of Duty for some reason, even though I really shouldn't.
I should probably trade in Final.
Yeah, if you're not going to play it, then you should probably trade in Final Fantasy.
I could probably get more than I paid for it. So
yeah, I got. I'll start talking about what I'm playing. I guess I picked up Deus Ex: Mankind Divided.
You don't even know if you did?
Yeah. No, I did. I just couldn't remember the name of it. I picked that up. It's in the car still, and it's shrink wrap in the cold. Picked that up, so I'll be able to play that here at some point. I played Super Mario Run on iOS.
Did you pay for it? Or did you just do the free stuff?
No, just the free stuff. Does anybody have any questions about this game?
I would like to buy it.
Would you though?
Really? Like everything I've seen about it's been kind of negative.
I'd buy it in a heartbeat. I don't even give a shit. It's Mario.
Why? No, you wouldn't, Ralph. This is not a game for you.
I've seen people play it. It looks fun.
This is not fun. Let me just give you.
What is that?
You can play Mario Maker. I know you have it.
You have I would tell you to buy Mario Maker 3DS before I would tell you to buy this fucking game.
That's a lot cheaper than Mario Maker 3DS.
You're right, it is, but this is not worth $10. Like I was like all gung ho for it, and I'm like, I don't think I want to do this. Like, I guess after all this time, maybe I'm not as excited for this game as I thought, because it's kind of dumb.
How long to beat it?
I haven't beat it. Sorry, you also have to have a stable internet connection in order for you to play that game, Ralph. So you'd only be able to play it at home.
That's probably the only time I'd play it.
Why do you need
V's Wi-Fi is not great. Piracy. They're worried about people jailbreaking their phones and ripping off the ROM and ROM hacking it.
Harambe.
This is never forget Harambe. So that happened. I don't know. Like the game it's a runner. You play it with one hand. You can tap to jump, tap and hold longer to jump farther. You can tap and tap again to flutter. You can use certain blocks to slow down or turn around or flip against the walls. The quick look kind of does a really good job of showing what the game is. If you haven't checked out the quick look on Giant Bomb, it is just kind of meh. Like I thought I would buy it, and maybe I will. But I'm gonna wait until it goes on sale because I bet it will. For even if it's $5. If it's $5, I'll buy it. $10. I don't know that it's worth $10, and I'll just wait because Nintendo will continue to refine what they're going to do with their mobile strategy, and I bet you the next game is going to be greiter, and the next game is going to be even greater, and so on and so forth. So,
well, if you were Paul Cole, you'd have it right now.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't want to wait, but equally, I'm Derek Vance, and I want to wait.
Oh man, you have documentation that proves that.
Like a green card? Is that what you're asking me for? Because I don't have that.
Oh man, yeah, papers, please.
Deportation. Call them up. Deportation. So yeah, Super Mario Run. It's out now. Pick it up for your iOS device. I believe 2017. Sometime there is going to be when it's on for Android. We talked about Final Fantasy 15. I beat Gone Homes. I don't know what Homes is, but I beat Gone Home.
Homes, yeah.
Yeah. No, just Homes, like Homes Invasion. No Homes. I beat Gone Home, and that game's okay. Yeah, I liked it. It was real quick, real easy. The story of your sister wanting to be a lesbian and then running off to meet her lesbian friend that didn't go to the army is weird, but the environment was really atmospheric. The music is okay. The house is well detailed. I found some SNES games. It's a cool game. I did dig it quite a bit. I went back and tried to trophy hunt a little bit. There's one trophy for beating the game in a minute. I tried to do that like 10 different times. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I did too.
That's hard.
Not quick enough.
Nope. And there's one that it was 1 minute 0.59. I'm like, fuck, 1 second off.
You timed it?
Yeah, it was like I would time it on my phone. The second it launched, I would hit it and start running with my thumb.
Okay.
Start going. So
yeah, I never timed it. I didn't know how close I was.
Yeah, I was a second off, and I just got tired of trying. I'm like, nope, I'm good. I'm going to move on. But yeah, Gone Home. Great game. I don't think it'll make my top 10 list, but fun. Really fun.
Not this year.
It could still make my top game of the year from not this year list. I don't know. I've got too many of those on there. Listen.
If you need games.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And then I started playing.
Or you put Super Mario Run on there.
Yeah, I might do that. There's two mobile games on my top 10 list. Maybe 1, 2. I don't know. At least one. Not 2. Yeah, absolutely.
Not know it's there.
And I started playing Rise of the Tomb Raider. Wow. Why did you guys not tell me this game is fucking amazing?
Said it was pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I think Ralph liked it more than me.
Yeah, I think you guys both said it was a pretty good game. That game opens fantastically. And when you're climbing the mountain with that Austin Walker looking motherfucker, that mountain, that game is gorgeous.
Well, gorgeous game. We played the Xbone version, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's way good looking on PlayStation 4. Like wowzers.
Yeah, inside a 4K TV, it would look even better.
Oh yeah, it looks great on my 4K TV. Like phenomenal. I wish I had a PS4 Pro to make it look that much better.
Yeah.
Like even the upscale from. Yeah, it's wow. Holy shit. It looks fantastic. But the story's cool. I'm intrigued, although I feel like I kind of know where the plot's going to take me. I just beat Baba Yaga. Did you have that? Yeah. Did you guys have Baba Yaga in your game, or is that just a DLC thing that you didn't get?
I don't remember shit about Baba Yaga.
I think that was a DLC thing.
So that's in line.
I'm not really sure.
It is a witch side quest where you meet this girl who's like, hey, my grandpa went to fight this witch because this witch killed my grandmother, which tells you right there that, hey, guess what? The witch is actually the grandmother all along.
Which is gets to
so, yeah, right. So you have to go through these puzzles and these tombs to get to Baba Yaga. Well, Baba Yaga has this scarecrow-style gas that makes you all fucking crazy. And then you have to go back and do it again.
Spirited Away. I think that was.
Maybe.
Baba Yaga. Yeah, maybe.
So then you just go back and you fight Baba Yaga in what you think is an actual fight, but it wasn't really. Like, it's all just in your head because you're on like super drugs, and then you find out that, yep, sure enough, it's the lady's grandma and everything's okay. So I just did that really long side quest. I just got to Jacob's camp. I just took him back to his camp, went through the mines, and got to that point. So that's where I'm at right now, storyline wise. So is that like halfway through? Do you remember?
I don't remember. Nope. It's been. I beat it sooner than Ryan did. I don't remember. But I'm older, so it evens out.
Really good game though. The writing is good. The voice acting is spot on. The world building itself is it looks fantastic. Just overall, a really, really, really good game so far. I wish I would have played it sooner, but I'm hoping to have it finished before the end of the year, just in case I want to put it on my favorite game that didn't technically come out this year, even though that version did.
You can count that. It came out.
Don't let me count that, because would you?
I count it. Yeah, I'd count it.
It's absolutely going to knock off a couple games then, because
if you don't want to do that, then
no, it's fine. Like, I mean, because one of the games on my list is also in another category for most disappointing. So
Homefront the Revolution, that one
that has not been there yet.
Oh,
I wanted to play that
surprise, right?
I wanted to play that simply so I could put it under my the category for the worst game of the year. But
the game's like all about being the biggest surprise. Like North Korea, who would know? Who knew, right?
Who'd have thunk it?
Not the U.S. They wouldn't think it.
Who'd have thunk it? All right, that's it for what I've been playing. Ryan, what do you want to talk about? What do you got? 3 other games after Final Fantasy.
We got. We'll start with in order. I think here. I'm looking at the wrong list.
The only order that you have, because we sure as shit don't have an order.
Dead Rising 4 is the one I finished first. And that game is still tons of fun. Don't like what they did with Frank West. Not really Frank West. Completely different voice actor. Like, they basically, like, his backstory is the same. But
did you voice Frank West with that voice?
I could have. But yeah.
Is there anything that could be spoiled?
Spoiled?
I'm getting it.
Don't basically don't talk about Dead Rising 4.
Well, just don't. I just probably not anything very important. I guess.
What? So like all the combo car stuff, all the combo weapon stuff, all that's tons of fun. So how much did you play with 3? I think they still had Psychopaths in 3, right?
I don't remember. I played up to a few bosses. But I don't.
There pretty much isn't Psychopaths anymore, which is unfortunate, because that was like one of the best parts of the game, was running into those Psychopaths and those cutscenes and those like short stories about people going nuts in the mall. So that like doesn't really exist like in a way that's meaningful. But there are no more time limits, so there's no such thing as time limits in this game. Like, you have as much time to do whatever you want, and you can, like, very little is like locked from you. You can kind of run around and do whatever you want pretty early on in the game. So I don't know. I mean, that's tough fun. Like that game was a blast. I just kind of wish they wouldn't have gotten rid of the Psychopaths, and I wish they would have kept Frank West the way he was, because I really liked old Frank West.
Wake up, Mr. West.
Oh, the Christmas stuff is awesome. Like, you hit the pause screen and just Christmas music starts playing. It is great.
Sounds all right.
Yeah, the settings are pretty sweet. I don't know if you've seen the Giant Bomb Cook at all, taking selfies with a bunch of zombies.
The selfies are hilarious.
Yeah. Being able to dress up as kind of Capcom characters is pretty cool. I pretty much played the whole game as Vega. So which is awesome because like in the cutscenes when he talks, he's wearing a mask, so it's all muffled because he's got a mask on. That was pretty good. Yeah, I just wish they wouldn't have changed Frank so much, but it's still
He's
tough.
old, man. What is it? A decade after the other game?
Well, this isn't even that though. This is like so they changed the way he looks. He looks younger. He's actually kind of buff, which is kind of odd because he's supposed to be like kind of heading towards middle. Well, he's in his 50s in this, but they were already giving him shit in Dead Rising 2 for being kind of old and out of shape. So he's actually kind of buff in this one, and his personality is completely different. He's
not the gruff, idiot. Not the gruff Frank West of the first game.
No, I mean he was. I don't know really how you describe him. Like he's just kind of like a buffoon in this one. Like I don't really know. I don't know. Maybe that will appeal to some people, but that kind of wasn't how Frank West was in the previous, well, at least the first one. But I don't know. That game was pretty good. Just kind of a bummer about some of the stuff they took out. We already talked about Final Fantasy. I finished Watch Dogs. There really isn't much to say besides what I already said. That game's it's a lot more like I think it's a way better game than the first one.
I don't know if there's a way for it to not be. Is there?
Well, like so, what's kind of like I guess using the drone is pretty cool, and the little RC car. That stuff's pretty cool. But yeah, just the characters way better. All the characters are way better. The story's way better.
Right.
I like the gameplay wasn't that great in the first one, and then the story was shitty, so that just made the whole thing feel even worse. The side quests were fucking stupid in the first one.
It was like dread, and it was wet, and it was just weird Chicago.
Yeah,
and
San
Fran, it looks big and bright and boisterous and just fun. It looks fun.
Yeah, and they make fun of all the Silicon Valley companies like Google and Twitter and all that shit. So,
right.
But yeah, it was just a lot more interesting.
How weird is it that not only you played 2 games that you're allowed to take selfies in?
There might be more than that, right?
Well, I'm just saying the 2 that you played this week.
Oh yeah,
both Dead Rising 4 and Watch Dogs, you take selfies in.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like
what a world we live in.
I don't know who started that. I don't know if it was GTA 5 or if there's some other game that started the selfie thing.
I don't
Might
know.
be GTA 5.
The Frank West dumb face when he takes the selfies is probably my favorite part about that.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny when Brad was doing the selfie thing while he's supposed to be talking during the cutscene.
That was pretty good.
But that part though that they had trouble doing the investigation on, like I also had trouble doing the investigation with that because they made it like really weird about how you were supposed to find that stupid fucking map that was on the wall. But yeah, Watch Dogs 2. I mean, it kind of reminded me of I don't know if you guys ever watched the movie Hackers. You guys ever see that? Angel Lee?
No, I've heard it's good or like dumb good, but
yeah, it's definitely dumb. Like this dude yelling. If you ever heard anybody say "hack the planet," some dude yells that towards the end of the movie. I think. I think there's like a trophy called like "Hack the World" or something in this one, but yeah, this one's way better. So I'm sure they're gonna make another one. I don't know what they're gonna do with the other one, Watch Dogs 3, but they're moving in the right direction, I guess.
I think Watch Dogs is a franchise I would like to continue to see grow. I think the idea of it is cool with the hacking and stuff like that. I don't know that I care about this story either. Like this seems like a cooler story, but I don't know that it seems like a better story. You know, I want to see something that makes
way better than the first one.
Yeah, I mean, I believe you. I just nothing made me like jump out and be like, "Yep, I want to play this fucking game." You know what I'm saying?
But then it's weird too about like so if you have the online stuff turned on, people just kind of appear in your world. And sometimes it's just kind of random. Like there's one guy who was just chilling on the beach, and I like sometimes you can't tell if it's an actual human or not. This person was doing some weird shit, so I just shot him and killed him. And
when in doubt, kill.
Do that.
When in doubt, kill.
It is kind of weird though to like run around shooting people in that game, like especially since you're supposed to be like these younger kind of hacker guys, like, and there's. I don't know, it's just odd. But I mean, you get all kinds of different weapons that you can murder people with. I tried to not do that, but you totally can. And then the last game I played and finished was The Last Guardian. And man,
don't spoil that either.
Okay. I don't know. That game, they definitely they did not disappoint. Like if you have played any of them, you'll pretty much know what to expect. If you haven't played any of them, I can definitely see the controls being frustrating because it's more like the first one. It's more like Eco. I still think Shadow of the Colossus is better, but if you've ever had like any type of pet in your life at all, or anything like that you had a bond with, you're pretty much instantly going to feel that with Trico, because the work they put into making that thing behave like an actual living thing is pretty amazing.
I've seen some cool things with that, like the way it maneuvers through the world and jumps and stuff like that. Like it looks super, and like just the sheer massiveness of what it is. So when it jumps, you just feel like, holy shit, this thing is big.
There's definitely tons of weight, and like you'll see, like he'll be on his back and he'll back up to like take a huge leap. You definitely feel it, and it's pretty crazy. How much they put into that, but yeah. And then I was listening. So Digital Foundry, they were doing like a retro on Eco and Shadow of the Colossus, and they were talking about how Shadow of the Colossus was one of those games that was kind of like in danger of not even coming out on the PlayStation 2 because they were having trouble getting a decent frame rate. And they were saying that that's what happened with Last Guardian. They couldn't get a frame rate that was consistently higher than 20. They kept having frame rates that were like in the 15s and stuff like that. And I think it was mostly around Trico, like going with So
like Trico.
Yeah, I think that's why that game ended up getting pushed. And like they said that there were stretches of it where they just weren't kind of working on it because they couldn't. I guess they couldn't really get any further without better technology. So, but it was definitely worth the wait. That game, it looks great. It's like one of the smaller games too. Like it's only like 9 gigs if you look at the back of the box, where most games are anywhere from like 20 to 50. But it's kind of surprising how long it is too. But in that game, it will. Like I don't know if they did this much in Shadow of the Colossus or Eco. It's been a couple of years since I played it, but there wasn't like much hints besides like visual cues. And there are a bunch of visual cues in this one, but I don't even know the name of the kid. But the kid will he's like kind of like retelling the story of what happened with him and Trico. And if you get stuck or stuff like that, he'll kind of give like actual spoken hints, even though it's in a different language, so you have to read it about what you need to do. Because there's definitely some times where it's not obvious where to go next, and then sometimes because they try to make Trico like a living thing, where you pretty much have to kind of like train him to do what you want. And they say that like supposedly he can behave differently across playthroughs for different people. So like the Trico I have may not behave the same way as the one that Ralph gets, but I find that hard to believe. I imagine they're mostly going to behave the same. There are definitely times where like you want him to do something and he just won't understand yet, and it'll take him way longer than it should for him to figure out he needs to go there next, which can be frustrating, especially when you're not really sure if that's where he's supposed to go. But eventually he'll jump there. There's a ton, like most of it is platforming with him. Not so much with the kid running around. Like the kid's kind of like he controls exactly, well, not exactly, but it's been a while since I played Eco, but it feels very familiar to Eco, the way the kid controls, where he's kind of like not coordinated, kind of floppy. And some of the falls he takes too, like that kid takes some damage. Like you just fall off of Trico's back and land on your head, and somehow you get up. feel like you'd be dead. But there's definitely some, like if you play through the end of the game, there's definitely some moments in there that are pretty good. I don't know if that guy's gonna make another game, but because I think he left that company.
I don't think he was a part of it. I think he's been gone for a while.
Yeah, I mean his name's all over the game though, so they gave him proper credits and all that. But he's on the way. He's on a completely different level for making games and telling stories with games, especially like interactive stories with games, not like There are some cutscenes where you just kind of watch, but most of it's you.
It seems really deep, which I enjoy. Just the controls, I just can't do. I can't do it.
It's not that bad though.
Just not for me.
They're like really simple controls.
Yeah, I believe you. I just can't do it.
I don't know. Just like if you can wander around a house and look at shit.
Worst game of the year is what you're saying.
Yeah. Wander around the house, look at somebody's cereal in their cupboard.
Yeah. Yep. I'm not into it.
Yeah.
Not into it.
So yeah, I don't know. That game's amazing. Like
you really seem to like it. That's awesome. I really like. I'm actually surprised how much you like it. That's cool.
Like I don't really understand the surprise though. Like that game is just because it was delayed doesn't mean it was going to be bad. Because the same thing happened to Eco. They had to wait for the PS2 for that one to get made. So that one was in development for not quite as long, but maybe 7 years, maybe more than that. So the dude has no compromise on like what he wants to do. So like if the technology's not there, he doesn't put it out. He waits. That's all I played.
All right. Cool. Ralph, do we have anything to talk about Surmise the Score wise? Are we picking any games from last week, but we're not surmising anything? Is that what's happening right now in this week's edition of the Surmise the Score?
We have nothing to surmise that I've found, but we did surmise some stuff last week.
Okay, well,
There's really nothing coming out.
There's the first episode of The Walking Dead.
No,
whatever.
There's already reviews for that.
Is there? See, I don't even know. I don't think there's anything else till January that I could see.
Yeah.
Like
let's just talk about this.
And what about Yakuza 0?
I don't know when that comes out. If that's early January.
If it's late January, then that's like Resident Evil 7 territory.
I believe first off, well, I'll let you. You're the host. You're the host of the show. I think Ryan has picks to make.
We need to surmise the score. Welcome to the surmising the score. The surmise of the score. Yes. Who's there? It's the studio audience.
Doorbell catches me every time.
Well, Ryan needs to pick a game. Okay, last week, what happened here? Ryan won.
Ryan was off gallivanting at work while we were having a show.
Oh man,
last week,
it's not a fun time, but
last time he won for The Last Guardian, he guessed 85. The actual score was 83. So Ryan, you need to pick one of the trillion greatest games.
Oh man,
of this month.
I think you might put The Last Guardian on there.
And no, it's too soon for that. You gotta give that stuff some time.
Time to breathe.
Yeah. So I put Nier on there last time. Why didn't I update my shit?
Nier? Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
you put it on one time.
Why didn't I not? I didn't update my shit here.
Has Ralph updated the list? Let's see here.
Not the digital one.
Oh, god damn it.
All right. So I'm going to put Dragon Age Origins on there.
Oh, yeah. Great game.
Dragon Age 2.
I did play the shit out of that, but I don't think that would be on this list unless we are really doing the trillion.
Okay.
Last edit was made November 10th by Careful Ralph. Thanks, Ralph.
I keep this hard copy. I never think about doing the digital one.
I mean, it's what I used to look. There's only one game on the top 100 worst games.
Yeah, like what happens if you run out of toilet paper? You just grab the nearest piece of paper, and then there goes the hard copy.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Driver 3.
Oh, I could tell you all of them right now.
No, I mean, I trust you. I trust you.
It's going to take a while for you to read a trillion games.
That's what we got all night.
Sure we do.
So last time we surmised scores for a game known as Stardew Valley for the PS4 and Xbox One.
How much are they charging for that?
20?
15 or 20, yeah.
I think it's 20.
Yeah, 20 sounds right.
So it didn't actually have that many reviews, but the one that had the most reviews was the PS4 version, and it scored an 84.
What's that compared to the PC one?
On Metacritic.com, I don't know. It was like 102.
Oh shit, man! Better go to the doctor. That's pretty high.
I'll tell you the Metacritic of that one. Hold on.
Yeah. I went to Wikipedia on accident, so you'll get there faster than me.
Stardew Valley PC was 88.
88. Man, I mean, it's only got 4 reviews, so I don't know. Maybe something to do with the controller support. Maybe not.
People just they were hammering it hard for the non-realistic farming.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Later in 2017.
Those yeast piles. So
the yeast infections.
Coming in third place with the worst yeast infection.
A lot of STDs this week.
With a surmise of 81 was Ryan.
Oh, man. I don't think a yeast infection is an STD, is it? Can it be?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
Yeast D, ESTD.
It used to be awkward though when I was a cashier and somebody would walk through the line with something that counteracted yeast infections.
The bread got out of control. Coming in second place.
I've seen an out of control bread box.
Coming in second place with a moderately bad yeast infection. With a guess of 82 was Derek. And I don't know what the deal is, but I'm on a roll.
That's so close.
Coming in at 84.
Oh shit! You should say 3.
I mean, coming in at first with 84 of me. I don't know. How did I get 84? I don't know. I'm sick of winning at this point.
Like a mild
I'm not sick of winning.
This is like one where you don't even know it's there.
Oh, that's the worst.
It's so tolerable. My pick for one of the trillion greatest games of all time is Super Monkey Ball on the GameCube.
Oh, man. Didn't they re-release that on pretty much everything?
They did, but the GameCube one was the one. That was the first game I got on GameCube. I owned the game before the GameCube came out. I don't know.
Seen demos of it at stores.
It's so fun good. The second game we surmise the score for is Derek's favorite game of the week, Super Mario Run. Metacritic score, the final one for Super Mario Run, was a 78 out of 100. Let's see. Let me do some math here. Coming in, your mom, last place.
Whoa.
What's the guess of 86?
Oh, geez, that's pretty high.
It was Derek. Who's on a roll also.
Toilet paper roll.
Wait,
Derek has not won.
I have not won once.
You have not won since Sims.
You got Super Mario 2 on there. I remember.
He hasn't won since The Sims 4 City Living.
Which was what? How many weeks ago?
I don't even know. It's been a while.
At least weeks.
It was on a different page.
No Man's Sky is going on the list.
Coming in second place, which is not first place.
That came out in September. Jesus fucking Christ.
I think I've seen that long ago, man.
Second place.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It came out November 1st. My bad. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
With a guess of 74, drum roll, was Ryan.
Oh, man.
Ralph again.
Wait, so I can pick something too?
Well, you can. And then somehow getting first again. This is becoming a problem. With a guess of 80 was me. The problem is I'm running out of games.
You're the one who said trillion, so
It's true. So my pick for the chameleon greatest games of all time, Chameleonaire, is a Burnout 3 Takedown, which is a hot game.
Yeah, I've always played that at friends' houses. I've never actually owned a Burnout game.
I think I own all of them on PS2. That's the version I played.
What was the game that I added last time, Ralph? What was the game that I added?
Worked. The bad list?
Yeah, Sonic Spinball, right?
Sonic Spinball.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Power Rangers. Leisure Suit Larry, magna cum laude. Yep. So I guess since neither one of you won this week, technically, you could both give a bad list game. It's up to you because you only lost on 2 instead of the full out 3, but we only did 2.
All right. I mean, I got games that I can put on this list.
Let's hear them. Give me one. One of the worst games. One of the bad list games.
Right. I'll give you guys 3 choices.
Whoa! You only get 1. You didn't lose that bad.
You guys gotta approve. So,
Okay.
You might approve the first one though. So just say the first one.
You may need to save them.
Man, well, I mean, all 3 of these are gonna be like assuming I am in this situation again. They'll get on there.
Okay.
I just don't know which one to put first.
Well, just give us one. Give us
All
one
right,
choice.
We'll just start off with Escape Dead Island.
I'm fine with that.
I have no qualms. I didn't play it, so I can't tell you.
Yeah.
Escape Dead Island.
If you have an Xbox, well, that came on PS3 also. So
yeah, I saw it for.
You still have your PS3, right?
Yeah, and it's backwards compatible on Xbox One. So
Ralph's known to ship games to people.
Oh yeah, Derek can play it. Oh yeah.
Oh man, he's gonna he's gonna spam me with a bunch of shitty games, so you can't play any of your good games.
True. Derek, do you have one of these games? Did you like?
I could give you a name of a game, but wait, I don't know that Ryan is going to agree with me because I don't know that it's necessarily a bad game.
I don't know. It depends on if I played it.
Oh, you played it. I'm sure you played it. I guess it's not necessarily a bad game. I just couldn't. I didn't finish it, and it got real annoying because of the gameplay.
You try to put Moses Shadow 2 on here again?
No, but I will. That game will be on that fucking list if it my dead body.
Like catch us off guard one day and sneak it on there.
Yeah. Final Fantasy X-2.
Oh, I've never played that. I've only played the intro. So
what?
I don't know.
Metacritic score.
I kind of got like mixed feelings about that, but
hold on. Let's go to the Metacritic score. Hold on.
It's like I have a feeling it's at least above a 70, and that's.
I mean, every Final Fantasy is above a 70.
I don't know about some of them Wii ones, like Chocobo Tales. That's not Crystal Chronicles.
Crystal Bears.
10-2 originally when it came out. Wow, holy shit. When 10-2 originally came out, it got an 85 on Metacritic.
Yeah, you can't do this.
That seems pretty high.
66.6 on the user score.
No one looks at that.
Oh god! All right.
I remember people.
It's so goofy though.
When it came out.
It's so goofy with the dancing and all that.
It's so weird. It is so weird. Number 28, best PlayStation 2 game of all time. Get out of here.
You can't do this. Sorry. You're breaking the spirit of the bad list.
Oh man.
We didn't even check to see if Escape Dead Island was on a top 360 list.
Yeah, you just fucking went with it. You just fucking no question.
I'm fucking look it up. That's fine. Look it up. I guarantee it's like less than a 30.
I mean, it's on a top list, but top worst games.
Yeah.
Escape Dead Island, 25 reviews, PlayStation 3, 40.
40? That's less than 50. Okay.
It's pretty high. It's pretty high for that.
It's kind of high for that.
One of these reviews says, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't finished Escape Dead Island. I can't bring myself to.
It is. It definitely tests your willpower.
God, you're making me reach so hard, and I never prepare for this. I'm so bad at preparing for games that I actually should look at.
It's not easy.
It's
but
not
I
easy.
wouldn't know because I've never fucking put a game on the bad list.
You sure have.
Really never done this? Oh man,
not one.
Yet. I'm waiting.
Not one.
You got some. I know you do.
Yeah, I've got like a whole collection of them.
He's got a whole fuck ton of them. What was that Michael Jordan game we were playing down at your place? That seems like a pretty bad game. Nope, you're not gonna let me put that one on there either.
He's got veto power on that.
That's probably fine. If I let Sonic Spinball fly and Driver 3, then it's probably fine.
I mean,
I was a Metacritic on Driver 3.
Oh, that's got to be pretty high.
It's higher than Escape Dead Island. It's got to be.
That game was like panned. Well, it got some like really shady early reviews.
Driver 3 for Metacritic, 51 reviews, 57 on Metacritic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
57 reviews on Xbox.
Like that game is the one that like originally killed Atari Driver 3, I think.
Probably. I can give you Michael Jordan's Chaos in the Windy City if you want it.
I mean, that's the. I mean, I'm just trying to think of other bad. Like, we already had the discussion of like Stuntman, where Stuntman to me is a great game, but it's probably a pretty garbage game. But I love it.
I liked it till the end when I had to try to jump through that fucking helicopter.
I'll give you.
Let me check.
I'll give you this.
Let me check Stuntman's Metacritic real quick. Hold on. Let's just see some.
I tell you to check Chaos in the Windy City, but it probably doesn't have one.
It doesn't have it. It doesn't exist.
They probably didn't dig up.
See, Stuntman's got a 71. That's a pretty good Metacritic.
Sonic Spinball probably would have had that. But
I mean, now we're just
it's a
going
bad
to
game though, right?
what?
Stuntman.
Stuntman? Yeah, Stuntman is. I enjoy.
Why
Stuntman.
would you put it on this list?
Well, I'm just because other people might think it's a bad game. I don't know.
No, this is you.
I thought it was okay.
I have to agree with it.
Yeah, right.
You can have
Let's just go.
Chaos in the Windy City.
So I got like Never Dead. I got like Haunted the Demon's Forge.
Whoa, hold on.
And, I mean, like so for me, I'd put like what was that game I started to play and I couldn't fucking stand playing it? Resident Evil. That's right. I couldn't play that fucking game.
I would never agree with that.
Yeah.
Maybe Resident Evil Survivor. You know,
or Raccoon City or
what was
what
was Lords of the Fallen? I'd put that game on there. Fuck that game.
it got pretty good reviews. I'd agree with you, but it got pretty good reviews.
But again, hold on. Let's reel this in. The host of Surmise the Score. Are we going by Metacritic reviews or are we going by personal reviews?
Like
Are we going by
general.
Are we going by us and our feelings and fucking the general public, or are we taking the general public's feel into it?
How do you feel about this, Ryan? Lords of the Fallen.
I don't know. Like I've only played the intro of it, and like it didn't make me want to continue playing. But I didn't feel like it was bad quality. I don't know.
Well, give me another one, Derek.
It's way harder to pick shitty games, I guess, than it is good ones.
You want another shitty game?
Let's do it. No Man's Sky.
No, I've been playing No Man's Sky. I won't put that on there.
You watched Ralph play it. I'll count it.
Yeah, I watched a lot of people play that game actually for a good couple of days. I was like, I'm going to get this game, and then I'm like, I'm not going to get this game.
Yeah.
I was really excited about it until I turned on the streams, and the streams were the same thing for 4 days straight. I was just like, I don't want
I don't know. To me, that game is so bad. I look at it on my shelf, and there's no desire to go back and play.
No, I'm surprised you still own it. I know you don't get everything in, but I would make the exception for that game right there. Like, why not? God, it's so hard to pick bad games that I've played because I don't know what bad games people think are bad. Like
if you
want
play
to put a Silent Hill game on there, you could put the Silent Hill HD collection.
I've never played a Silent Hill game
if you
ever.
played like an old Nintendo game that was like based on a movie or like Super Nintendo or
like any Looney Tunes games from like the SNES era are probably garbage, but I played a lot of those.
So we'll give you one of
Ren and Stimpy games was pretty bad.
Was there a Taz game on that?
Oh
SNES?
yeah, that Taz game on the Super Nintendo is garbage.
Yeah, there's a Taz game that I played on the SNES that was fucking horrendously bad.
You want it on this list?
I do want it on the list, so I got to find out what it is. It's Tasmania. No, that's
it's just like you're just like walking forward.
Yeah, I played that.
Towards the horizon.
Sucked bad.
I have it. I can tell you it is bad.
I don't have it, but I know for sure that I played the shit out of it because Taz was my favorite character in the Looney Tunes canon. That game was just fucking bad.
Now the Genesis version I won't agree with because there's two of them on Genesis that are actually fairly good.
I definitely only played the SNES version.
That one on Super Nintendo is shit.
Look at that! I pulled something out of my memory that I barely remember playing, but I just remembered it on a whim.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to because I played a bunch of those Super Nintendo games too when I was a kid. Some of them I have no recollection of what they were called.
Garbage.
Yeah,
I remember playing some Bugs Bunny one where I was wandering around getting carrots.
For the Super Nintendo has been added to the worst games of all time list.
You got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, whatever.
I did get that on there. Yep, I got that on there too.
I still don't know which game that is because I think there's more than one.
Yeah, one of those I remember liking too, but I can't remember which one it is.
I mean, I could probably.
Is this the one that's just a fighting game?
There's one that was like a beat 'em up, wasn't there? I like the one that was the beat 'em up.
Oh, I don't think I ever played any of them. I thought there was even like a racing game, but maybe not.
Uh,
I think I saw it at Slackers the other day. I picked up some hot jams at Slackers the other day.
it was just a straight up Mighty Morphin Power Rangers video game.
Okay.
Which is up to beat 'em up.
I don't.
Did you buy those Burnout games when you were buying all those PS2 racing games?
Side-scrolling action.
Yeah.
You get the Fast and Furious one.
Yeah, I got that. That might make this list.
Oh man,
I don't know if I played it enough to give it that.
I think you're thinking Power Rangers the movie, Brian.
I don't know.
That's a side-scrolling beat 'em up too. Yep. Or the fighting edition. That was a good game. I liked that one.
I can't remember. I don't remember what it was called. I'd have to see video watch some videos of it on YouTube or something.
Yeah, I remember that. But Power Rangers the movie, I don't think that was a good game. The fighting edition was a good game, and the regular just Mighty Morphin Power Rangers video game was not good. So, all right, that's that. So we have nothing to surmise for next time, correct?
I didn't see anything.
Okay.
There's a few things come out in early January. I forgot what they were now.
We
could do Shantae, but there's already reviews. So.
Yeah, I don't want to do Shantae. We'll wait. We'll wait till January.
I got both the Saw games.
Is this the end of season 2?
Yeah, or season whichever season you want it.
Yeah. I mean, this is the season of the witch right now.
Yeah.
Soon to be the season of the bitch.
Soon to be the season of the Switch.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh man,
we didn't even talk about that much. Dick Vitality sensor.
Still looking forward to that thing.
We talked about it. You missed it a lot last week. We had a lot of Switch talk last week.
They just released the specs though. Maybe not intentionally. I don't know. I still think it's gonna be good.
I'm still down.
Specs aren't everything.
I don't care. I'm gonna play that thing as a home console anyway, so I don't give a shit. And it's a Nintendo console, so we know Ralph's buying it.
Yeah. There's Zelda. Wait, so it might not be Zelda Day 1 though, right?
Right.
That's the rumors are. That kind of sucks. But well,
we'll deal with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next week is Christmas. So I don't know that we will. We'll see what we're around. Do we want to try to plan? Does it matter to you guys if we do Game of the Year before the end of the year, or does that matter?
It doesn't really matter to me.
We could do it. I'd probably prefer doing it after.
Okay, so first week of January, second week of January, something like that.
Yeah,
give us a couple more weeks to get everything finished.
Yeah, I might finish one game between here and now, but even that's kind of unlikely.
I might finish 2 more games.
Yeah,
I think I'm probably going to finish Tomb Raider for sure.
Yeah, you probably want to finish that one because I could definitely. I think that was on my list last year. That game was pretty good.
It would have been on mine, but I didn't beat it till earlier this year. So,
let's see. What other games that I want to try to finish at the end of the year?
I kind of want to try to finish Last Guardian, but how long do you think that was, Ryan?
It said 14 hours.
They said, I got a trophy for beating it under 15, and there's a trophy for beating it under 5. But there's no way they were going to do that for the first try. Yeah. So it's probably anywhere from 11 to 14, like Derek said.
So
I've already finished 2 of my games on my of games I want to finish on the Game of my Year list. Gone Home, and I'm in the middle of finishing Tomb Raider. Yeah, I bet I could probably beat Super Mario 3D World if I tried real hard, or Selma. I might be able to get through Selma because I think I'm a quarter of the way through Selma already.
I briefly rented Battlefield 1 because I got it for free for running the BFG.
And how is it?
I played one mission and returned it.
Game of the Year?
I didn't have time. I realized this was stupid. I should have said no, and so I just returned it.
This one is. I can't believe they're still trying to push that game because they pushed it. I mean,
it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not trying to say it's bad. It's just I realized I didn't have time to play it.
I saw a TV promo for the other day for it. And I'm like, what the fuck is this still getting pushed for?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's not horrible. I'm sure Titanfall's more fun. But.
Oh, yeah, we'll check out Titanfall. I got a whole fucking list of games that I didn't get to play this year. That's sad. That's what's sad.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that at some point.
We do our Game of the Year list like it's summer.
That?
Do our Game of the Year list in the summer.
Yeah. Well,
that way we're good.
game of 2016. Meanwhile, all these 2017 games are just getting thrown away.
We should start like a fiscal year.
Like, yeah, we'll go to March.
Fiscal year.
Yeah, we'll go to March like normal people do.
Yeah.
Restart our fiscal year in April.
I think they're releasing too many games because a lot of those games that came out in November didn't sell that well.
Yeah.
So.
Got to start the year out with a bang. If I was them, I would look for that holiday rush. I would wait.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried that Dead Rising is going to sell like shit because they just kind of farted that out.
I mean, it's already. I think I just saw a sale for it for $35 already on Best Buy.
Yeah, 32 this week.
Yeah, 32. It feels like shit, and they might not make another one.
That sucks.
Be sad.
Yeah. But that's going to do it for this week. We will re-adjourn probably within the next week or 2 weeks, I guess, depending on the Christmas holiday and if we can all get together. Ralph, you're coming up here when?
Not this coming weekend, but the next one.
Got it. Right. Okay. So we'll try to do a show next week and get with everybody. And
wait, how long are you actually going to be in town? Because I'm going to be in town starting tomorrow till next Wednesday.
I won't be there yet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only going to
until New Year's.
Yeah, just the
30th,
30, 31, and I'll probably have to come back on the 1st, late.
Okay. I might be in town then too for New Year's, but
I don't know. I'll be in Redfield, so I don't know how Des Moines gonna work. It's like west of Des Moines, like 40 miles.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to Redfield.
I've been there once.
Nothing there. Probably mess.
A lot of meth.
Redfield because there's a lot of blood. There's blood all over the fields.
What's weird is there's the Raccoon River, and it's called Redfield. There's like so many Resident Evil connections. So my brother called it Raccoon City most of the time.
That's pretty good.
Is there going to be an outbreak on Christmas like in Dead Rising 4?
Can't wait.
Before we go, I just want to tell you, fuck the Chiefs. Just putting that out
looking bad for the Broncos. Like it's not looking good for the Lions either.
I told you, brother, 8-8, 8-8 wild card. Now we're 8-8, or now we could be 8-8, no wild card.
It's not looking good for the Chiefs either.
Sitting in a comfortable wild card spot, yeah.
They're still
not looking good.
But
they could lose their next few. I don't know.
They're playing the Broncos.
Yeah, they got the Chargers.
Kansas City, shut the fuck up. They're gonna get smoked.
They just lost to the Titans, Kansas City.
So did we. So you're gonna be out for blood. You're gonna fucking rape us like prison.
They also lost to the Buccaneers at home too, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. But
I don't even know.
Maybe we just would have called that timeout.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. But what are you gonna do? You gotta ice them. All right, I'm gonna fucking. So I'm gonna go.
He's cutting out. I think he's talking about Taco Jam.
Must have left. Yeah, he's got to go explode.
Some plumbing work is going to be needed. Super Mario runs.
Hello. Hello.
Level up. Oh,
hello. Am I here? Am I back?
Yeah.
Oh god. The runs have begun.
The Super Mario runs. Yep.
It's begun to run. Yes. I'm gonna go have the Super Mario runs. But we'll be back hopefully next week. Hopefully, I don't know why I sound sicker all of a sudden. That's what I was saying. I felt like I've gotten. Yeah. Well, no, my nose. My nose is stuffy. You're
not supposed to put potato lays in your nose. You're not supposed to.
Oh, really? That's usually how I do it. I snort them up.
Damn.
They smell good.
They do really smell good. For Ryan, for Ralph, I am Derek. Make sure to grab your Dick Vital ET sensor and level up.
Yeah, baby.
Sponsored by Nintendo.